What if your words could reprogram your reality? This isn't a metaphor. It's a practice rooted in quantum physics, neuroscience, and behavioral psychology, a practice called quantum scripting. Scripting is more than writing affirmations or journaling desires. It's the deliberate act of constructing a new version of reality using language, emotion, and focused attention. When you describe your future in vivid, present-tense detail, your brain begins to treat that imagined experience as real. Studies in cognitive neuroscience, including the work of Richard Davidson and Joe Dispenza, show that mental rehearsal activates the same neural networks as actual experience. In other words, when you imagine with emotional precision, your brain can no longer tell the difference between what is real and what is rehearsed. This is where the science of manifestation meets biology. Norman Doidge, in The Brain That Changes Itself, explains that our neural circuits are plastic, constantly rewiring based on repeated thoughts and emotional intensity. The act of scripting is not fantasy, it is neuroplastic programming. Each time you write and feel as though your desired reality already exists, you strengthen those neural pathways until they become your brain's default setting. But there's more. From a quantum perspective, every thought exists as a wave of potential. When you focus your awareness on one possibility, infusing it with emotion, attention, and belief, that wave collapses into a measurable reality. Physicist Kunal Das calls this the principle of quantum selection. The observer doesn't create reality from nothing, but rather selects one outcome from the field of infinite probabilities. Scripting is a conscious way of making that selection. Behavioral psychology supports this process as well. According to research on goal-directed behavior and the reticular activating system, your brain filters external information to match what you consistently focus on. When you repeatedly write about your future as though it's already unfolding, your perception begins to notice opportunities, people, and patterns that align with that story. Reality reorganizes itself around your dominant narrative. Emotion plays a central role in this process. Lisa Feldman Barrett, in How Emotions Are Made, shows that emotions are not automatic reactions, but constructed interpretations based on past experience and prediction. By scripting from elevated emotions, gratitude, love, peace, you teach your body to feel those emotions before the external event occurs. Your nervous system begins to memorize the future emotionally, sending chemical signals throughout the body that align with the reality you are choosing. This is also where biology and energy intersect. Dr. Bruce Lipton's research in The Biology of Belief reveals that our emotions and beliefs influence gene expression through chemical signals. When you write from a state of joy or gratitude, your internal chemistry mirrors that frequency. The cells of your body start to match the emotional environment of the future you are scripting. Scripting, therefore, is not about pretending or escaping the present. It is about using language and imagination as instruments of transformation. Each sentence is a neural instruction. Each feeling is a broadcast to the quantum field. Over time, consistent scripting builds coherence between thought, emotion, and energy, aligning your inner and outer worlds. The reason this method feels almost forbidden is that it bypasses conventional logic. It collapses the distance between imagination and experience, making your future as tangible as your past. In this sense, quantum scripting is both scientific and sacred. It is the bridge between consciousness and creation, between word and world. When you finish this video, take a few moments to write your script. Describe your life as if it is already happening. Engage your senses. Feel the reality of your words. Your brain, your body, and the field around you are listening. And remember, this isn't magic. It's physics, biology, and psychology working together to remind you that you are the author of your reality. Thank you for watching Quantum Life. If you found this episode meaningful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who would love to understand the science behind manifestation. To explore this topic further, check the Amazon links in the description for the recommended books. You can also watch other episodes on this channel where we explore how quantum physics, neuroscience, and psychology connect to transform the way we live, think, and feel.